So let's get started. So first thing, once you buy a server, once you've logged into your account, you will be able to see this screen. And as you can see, we've set up a temporary server for the use of this video. So we've got quite a lot of options here to go through, but a lot of them are very simple. So you've got your start, restart, stop. Now, stop can be used just to stop the server, but it can also be used to forcibly stop the server. So if your server is in a state where it won't stop, you can double click this and it will forcibly stop it. So we're going to start the server. So that starts it. So as you can see, it's running on the latest version of Minecraft. We're going to accept the EULA. So no need to open any files to accept the EULA. We can just accept it straight away as soon as we try and start the server. And as you can see, the server has indeed started. Now, what we can do is obviously go and stop the server normally, but if you double click it, it will ask you to forcibly stop the server. Now, because the server wasn't in a crash state there, I couldn't show you, but it did pop up asking you and telling you that forcibly stopping the server can corrupt files and cause chunk errors, etc., etc. Now, as you can see, we've got the address. So we've got the IP address of the said server. You can click that and it'll automatically copy to the clipboard. We've got the uptime, we've got the CPU load, we've got the memory, we've got the disk usage, we've got the network inbound and outbound. So very basic stuff. You've also got the nice little quick bar up here. So you can join our Discord straight away by clicking this link. You've got the billing, you've got the support, you've got the status page, which shows you all the nodes that are online and if they're like how they're running basically. And then you've got the Discord again. So we can go down to our files, and as you can see, a bunch of files have been generated. So you can access your server properties file, and you can change all of these, difficulty to hard, for example. The view distance, if you wanted to sync file rights, which we're going to set to false. I had my caps on. We're going to set that to false. We can also log IP, so if we don't want that, we can also set that to false. If you want to keep people's IPs private, we can set this to hard, as you would expect, and there you go. That's all the server properties. You can click Control S to save, or you can click down here to save the properties. As you can see, we've got a plugins folder as well, which currently has nothing in it, but we are going to put stuff in it later. We've also got a database window. Due to the server being created for a test, we currently don't have access to the databases. Not many people use them, to be honest, anyway, but this allows you to create databases for plugins. You can set up schedules. So if you want the server to restart or do a particular command for whatever reason, you can do here. You can add sub-users, so if you want your friends to be able to access the panel, they don't need to sign up for the billing, they don't need to do anything. All you need to do is new user, type in their email address, and that's it. They will get an email with a link to set the password for their account. They don't need to register, they don't need to do any of that. You can create backups. Again, because this is a test account, it doesn't have access to this, but you can create backups which will allow you to restore and back up your server if you, say, want to switch from modded to vanilla, but you want to keep the mod pack that you're playing, you can restore back to it later. You've got network, which shows you your IP addresses and ports that you have allocated to this, and as you can see, it's the primary. You've got the startup, so you can change the Docker image to whatever version you want. Depending on what version of Minecraft you're using, you'll need to change this. And then you've got the startup command, which you cannot edit. We have a great startup command with our JVM flags that we use. So that's that. We've got settings, which allows you to access SFTP. Now, a lot of people get stuck on this. I will leave a link in the description of what you need to access said SFTP. So when you click here, it will automatically open WinSCP for you, and you can log in using your panel password. And that is how you access your files to upload big files, because unfortunately, due to using Cloudflare limitation, etc., you can't upload massive files through the browser. Not only is it slower, but it's just less efficient to do it that way. So we prefer that you access the SFTP, and to do it that way, you can see you've got your server ID and the node that you are on. You can also change your egg here. So we have some eggs that you can change to. So we've got Paper, Purple, Neoforge, Hightail, Pumpkin, Pal World, and Vintage Story. We also have a More tab, which allows you to do a bunch of things. You can create a subdomain. So if you want to create a subdomain under the Minestone.tech domain, you can do, and you can have your friends join through that. You've got a server importer. If you're moving or are wanting to import your server from another host, you can do through this importer right here. You've got mod packs. So you can, for example, install a CurseForge mod pack, and as you can see, you've got a massive list, and this updates all the time, so you don't have to worry about a new mod pack being released and not being able to access it. No, it will be there. All you need to do is click install, delete all the current files, and install it. Now, if you're updating it because you've already installed this pack, you would uncheck this, and you would just install the new release of said mod pack. Okay? The next one is mods installer. So if you want to install specific mods because you've installed a mod pack or you've just installed Fabric or Forge, for example, you can do that way. And this will allow you to install any mods you'd need and tells you the versions they support, etc. You've got the biggest one, which is versions, which is what you'll access immediately as you come to the panel. If you're wanting to change the version of Minecraft that your server is running, you don't want the latest version. So a lot of people will go paper, MC, and click the version of Minecraft they want to run. If they want a snapshot, they can check that, and you can install a snapshot as well. They've also got Neoforge, same again, versions. You can select a version, then you can select the version you want. So if there's a specific version of Neoforge that you're installing, and you need a specific build of said version, you can do that through this interface. Fabric and all the other things you would need for your server is right in here. I will leave links in the description. And one more thing, you've got plugin installer. Almost forgot. This is a great bit of kit to install plugins, to update plugins, etc., etc. No more needing to go out and find plugins on Spigot or Modorant or anything like that. They're all right here just for you to install. So you can click install and then off you go. Or if you have a specific version of Minecraft, a lot of the times the panel will install the wrong version for your Minecraft. So if I'm using 21.11, that's what I want to do. I want to click 21.11, paper MC, and then click install. So don't just click install, click versions, and then do it from there. Because a lot of the times it will try and install the latest version of the plugin, which a lot of the times you don't want, because the latest version of the plugin may not be supported for what you're running. So I will leave links in the description for this video, for any software that I've mentioned in this video. I will also leave links where you can buy a server today from Minestone Hosting and have instant setup. No messing about, just instantly get thrown in to your server and be able to pay for it monthly, be able to use it as much as you like, and we have great prices. So if I go to the Minestone.tech page, and we wait a second because my internet's being stupid. As you can see, our prices are great. So you've got an 8 GB server, you've got 12, 16, 24 for $12, 18, 24, and 36. So that's $1.50 a month. We also have a 33% discount code for the first month right now. If you join our Discord and go into the server updates, there is a discount called Summer33. I repeat, Summer33 will get you 33% off your first month with Minestone Hosting. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.